recorrects first so that I know what you know about them since you've already used them. So who can tell me something they know about a recorrect? What do you know?
That it has white beads and red beads, that the red goes to the right, and the white goes to the right, and the left goes, and the red goes to the left.
Okay. So there's red and white beads. Who can add on to what she said and tell me some numbers that might be associated with those red and white beads? What numbers might be associated with those? I'm in the back. What are you thinking? What do you know about the red and white beads?
They go from circles.
How many are there?
20.
He says there's 20. How do we know there's 20?
Because 10 plus 10 is 20. 10 plus 10 is 20.
You agree with that too?
That's 2 times 10.
Two. So there's two groups of 10 up here? How did we know that this made a group of 10? On the top row, how did we know it made a group of
5
10?
plus 5 equals 10.
Do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that this is 5 and 5?
Because if you have 5 and 5, it makes 10.
If you have 5 and 5, it makes 10? Perfect. So how many are on the top row?
5, 10.
The whole top row?
10.
How many are on the bottom row?
10.
How many are there all together?
20.
20. So now I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to slide some of these beads over, and I want you to just know how many you think I slid over. Okay? When you think you know the answer, put your thumb on your chest. Don't shout it out. Just put your thumb on your chest when you think you know the answer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Now at the count of 3, I'd like you to whisper how many I slid over. 1, 2, 3. I heard 5 from a lot of people. Did we have to count those 5?
No.
We didn't?
No. It's called subtizing if you don't count or through.
So you didn't have, you just knew that that was 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try another one. That's interesting.
Do a hard one.
Are you ready?
The hard one.
Here we
Don't do a
go.
hard one. Don't. Stop.
I need you to stop for just a second because I want to talk to your teacher. If you're still thinking, that's fine. If you're not, just be quiet so we can talk.
I'm going to put my thumb down right now.
Perfect. So what you have probably seen as well too is that these make one of the best places for formative assessment you're going to get all day. So right now, the moment that I switched from 5 to what I have now, some kids knew it right away, which means they're using that idea of numbers, which is what we're eventually trying to lead to. Some were still counting. If they're still counting, it just means they haven't quite shifted to that phase of understanding numbers, right? Sometimes actually with a number talk, I like to have a notebook next to me with all the kids' names down, and I like to chart what I see, who was counting today, just a few quick check marks, because it helps you know later who might need a small group of that same one. So way to roll that out. Okay, so this time, how many did I slide over? Raise your hand if you think you know the answer. Raise your hand. How about you? What do you think?
6.
He says 6, and I see a ton of agree symbols going on. Someone tell me why they think it's 6. Why did you get 6? What do you think? Oh, you disagree. You think it's 4. Ooh, we have some.
I agree.
That's all right. We have some agreement and some disagreement. I love it when we have disagreement. Gives us things to talk about. So here's what I want to do. I want you to hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I want someone to explain to me why they thought it was 6, and then I'm going to come back to you. You're going to tell me if you still think it's 4 after listening to them, and so you said, nope, I still think it's 4, and here's why. Or you're going to tell me that you revised or changed your answer and why. It's a lot to take on. Are you ready? I bet you can do it. So let's listen to somebody. But if you still think it's 4, don't change your answer. Stick to your guns if you think it's right, okay? So who wants to explain to me why they think it was 6? Because I saw a lot that got 6. Why was it 6? What do you think? Why did you get 6? I see it in your body.
Because some people know that 5 and 1 make 6.
Who can repeat what he said? Who can repeat what he just said? What did he say?
6. 5 and 1 make 6.
Because 5 and 1 makes 6. Okay, so that's what they're thinking. That's how they got 6. What are you thinking? Do you think it's 6 and you want to revise, or do you still think it's 4? Okay, and tell me why you think it's 4. Oh. Who can repeat what she just
I
said?
can hear her. Wait.
Can you say it one more time and then I'll have people repeat?
More loud. I still can't hear her.
It's all right. Somebody, what did she say? Did you hear what she said?
Some people stretch.
No.
The
Oh, okay, just a
stretchy.
second. She said there are 4 red beads. And that's why she got the answer 4.
Oh, what we're doing last time.
Are there 4 red beads?
No. Yes. Right
Let's count them to check. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Were there 4?
Yeah.
So you know what? What actually needs to be done is that I have to do a better job of telling you which ones I want you to count. I want you to count the ones that I move. And I only want you to count the ones that I move. So let's do it again. And now we'll decide, do we think the answer is 6 or do we think it's 4?
6.
Okay, all right, ready?
4.
I only want you to count the ones that I move. Ready?
6.
Thumbs when you think you have an answer. You, sir, what do you think it is?
6.
Why do you think it's 6?
Because I counted before, now I know.
Oh. But why is it not 4?
Because you